Welcome, everyone. Welcome. 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 Hello. I'm not going to make you get up and move. Don't worry. You don't have to change shoes or change tables. This is a night of celebration. So good evening, everyone. My name is Corinne Hancock. I will be your host for this evening at our 50th anniversary celebration President's Gala. Thank you for being here. So dinner will be starting and served shortly. The good news is I hear that the bar is remaining open during this. So if we see you sneak out, we know what's happening. But in the meantime, I would like to welcome the very humble, the very amazing, the very handsome Michael Palladino to the stage. Thank you.
Anniversary. For those who don't know me, I'm known for my short speeches. I was going to tell you not tonight, but I think I'm going to stick to that. As I step out from the position as president of the SAIA and into the position of the past president, I want to formally thank my executive committee and board for listening, participating, and taking action for the betterment of the SAIA, and for making my term as president an accomplished one. I also want to take this time to thank the team at Crane Martin for all they do for the SAIA. I started my Good, go for it. I started my tenure as president during the pandemic. And while the world waited anxiously for the next step, myself, my EC, and the board stayed focused and kept going forward one day at a time during a period of uncertainty and confusion. Through the collaboration, we managed to keep this organization not only afloat, but viable, and set forth an agenda of change and growth. Stepping into the role as president of the SAIA, my major purpose was the all-around protection of the organization and any and all unseen incidences, not only limited to the COVID. But let me reiterate, this does not happen in isolation and only with one person. Although the president facilitates the workings of the SAIA and all the minutiae, it's not just one person who accomplishes any of the goals, but in reality, it's the work of a collaborated group of dedicated volunteers who keep this organization running smoothly. As my term as president of the SAIA comes to a close, I have a sense of achievement. But there is more to do for the betterment of the SAIA. Going forward, I know so many of you with industry knowledge and excellent leadership skills. I encourage you to get involved by joining councils, committees, the board, and also entertain being a future leader of the SAIA. It's my hope that those members can step outside of their comfort zone, meet and make new acquaintances. It has been my personal experience, some of my best connections and accomplishments happen outside of the boardroom. This does not only happen with the members, but with the guests also. Other collaborations outside of the meetings and workshops happen during guest connections activities. When I attended my first board meeting at Committee Week in San Diego, my guest was my beautiful wife, Margaret. Thank you. While I was forging relationships in scheduled meetings, my wife was also forging relationships in the guest connection activities. Margaret managed to introduce me to people through her new acquaintances that I have not met during the day. And these very people are lifelong friends. So my advice to everyone is to encourage your guests to attend all guest connection activities. It is at this time I would like to take the opportunity to acknowledge my predecessor, Jim Holcomb. Due to the pandemic, Jim was not honored with his gala. So at this time, please join me in showing our appreciation with a round of applause for Jim and his lovely wife, Karen Holcomb. At this time, I would like to invite the lovely President-elect, Tracy Dutton Kane. And I'd like to thank our generous sponsors. Without their sponsorship, there would be no convention. So we'd like to take a moment to thank our diamond sponsor, Step Up.
SAIA mission sponsor, AAIT Technocraft.
Our President Gala sponsor, Steva Scaffolding Insurance.
Our platinum sponsor, United Scaffolding.
And the gold sponsors are
The silver sponsors are
the event sponsors are
the item sponsors are
the association sponsors are We'd like to take a moment and announce the winners of our golf tournament, and a special thanks to Howard Shapira.
It was sure nice to have golf back at the SAIA events, and it's been a number of years, and I really want to thank both Mike and Tracy for including golf again this year. And our hope, of course, is that we could have golf coming back in the future in Phoenix in March and in Vancouver, I guess depending upon the weather and whether we'll be skiing or golfing, I'm not really sure yet, but we'll get right to our awards here. You can stop bugging me now, Sean. The winner of the long drive was Sean Conley with a monster drive. He could knock us all over doing that. After going to the commissioner for some rules checks, we had to do a little bit of an adjustment, but the winner of our closest to the pin, and well-deserved because I got to watch the entire flight of the ball, was Gene Morgan. And I hope they're still here. I know some people had to leave early for business plans and things like that, but we did have one winning foursome who just crushed it. 9 under par, and I'm telling you, that's an achievement, both with the golf club and the pencil. I'll leave it at that. Our winning foursome was Dan Pittman, Tony Rowell, Hadi Bustani, and Jake McClendon. If they're here, come on up. Thank you very much.
What are we up to? Okay. Before we start dinner, I'd like to take a moment and see how long Before we start dinner, I'd like to take a moment and see how long you've been involved with the SAIA. Can everyone in the room stand up? Can everyone please stand up? Yeah, let's go on.
If you've been involved in the association for less than 5 years, please sit down.
If you've been involved in the association for less than 10 years, please sit down.
If you have been involved in the association for less than 20 years, please sit down.
If you've been involved in the association for less than 30 years, please sit down.
If you have been involved in the association for less than 40 years, please sit down.
And finally, if you've been involved in the association since the beginning, 50 years ago, please remain standing, and everyone else, please sit down.
Enjoy your dinner, and we'll be back to present the 2022 SAIA Awards.
Thank you.
Wait.
Can I bother everyone for one more minute?
That one's mine.
And can we toast for the 50 years of the SAIA? Salute.
How was dinner? Good? I don't know. My table was like trading steaks and like there was lots going on over at my table, but it was wonderful. So thank you. You guys getting blinded over there? You guys need some sunglasses right here? Okay. All right. Sorry. You picked the wrong seat. Next time. I know. That's what happens. All right. So, all right, I may then make us like stand up and do some stretches, change tables. I'm totally kidding. You guys, we have some great program coming up. We are going to start this program off with a very special time because we are going to present the awards for the evening. And I would like to present to the stage the president and vice president of SAIA Education Foundation, Amy Johnson and Sir Harold Gish. Lord, I apologize. I think it's a Lord.
Yes, ma'am. That's
Sorry,
correct.
the Lord.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Get it
Oh,
straight.
Lord.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Thank you. In 1989, members of the SAIA, led by Bill Ayers, formed the SAIA Education Foundation, a separate 501c3 nonprofit. The purpose of the EF is to raise money through various activities and to use those funds for educational programs that add value to our membership and our industry.
In 1935, a rather unique gentleman was born. We all knew him as Bill, or W.T. Ayers, and he did a lot for this organization. And if you don't know, unfortunately, we lost Bill 2 weeks ago. After a long fight, Bill survived many medical issues and fought valiantly till the very end. At that age of 87, he gave up the fight, and unfortunately, he wasn't able to join us this evening physically, but I can guarantee you he's in everybody's heart that knew him, because if you knew Bill Ayers, you knew he breathed and ate scaffolding, suspended scaffolds, and he was just an innovator. I first met Bill in 1976 when he became my boss at Power Climber, and he made that fateful mistake of putting me on the road to work for him, guiding me in my new role as Power Climber's voice on the street. Now, if you know me and you know Bill, we were kind of very different, but I can tell you a whole bunch about Bill that he brought such passion to everything he did. He was an extremely organized human being, which I was not. That was part of my education, but Bill taught me how to be a salesman. He was the best of the best. And even if you didn't want to buy something, when Bill left, he always left with that purchase order. He used to say to me, just get the order, we'll deal with the details later. But we don't have that product. We'll find it, make the sale. Bill was like a father to me. I had recently immigrated to the United States, and he counseled me with a strong and very dominant hand throughout my tenure when I worked for him for 10 years. He was extremely regimented, and he definitely had passion. One of them was running, which I did not have the same passion. However, I ran many a bayou around this country, around the hotels we stayed in, and so many different places. But for many years, I ran, not nearly as much as him, but enough for me. And it was quite a way to see the world, to run through cities and streets, knowing that Bill was taking me under his arm and brought not only to me, but his passion for health and exercise. He was fiercely competitive in everything he did, at play, and even though he was extremely regimented and a businessman and business-like person, I don't think there are too many people in this room that knew Bill without him punking them. He always was quick to pull one on you. He wasn't too quick to have one pulled on him, but boy, did he do it to everybody. And it reminds me of my very first time to Boston as a young man on the road. And we had set up a new power climber dealer in town, and he insisted that I stay in the gentleman's house, and he was going to teach me how to rig. And I went over to stay there, and the first night I was in the gentleman's house, we sat down to dinner, and there was nothing but pork chops. Now, if you know me, I do not eat red meat, and have not done so for as long as this association has been around. And there was nothing but pork chops. Very awkwardly, I asked why that was the choice, and they very quickly assured me that Bill Ayers had said, "I eat nothing but pork chops." That's Bill at his finest. We did wrap a couple of those pork chops up, however, and we sent them UPS ground back to his house. So he got a little bit of the end of that one, too. He was serious about what he did. He was even serious when he was joking. Bill immersed himself completely in this industry and everything he did. He was an exemplary association member, doing so many different things for this association, including being the membership person that got more people to sign up than anybody else year after year. One year I made a mistake of beating him, just one. Talk about competitiveness. Didn't pay my expense account and everything else. He was so upset. Just kidding, he did. That was my action. He was on the board of directors. He was a very active member right through the years. And of course, he also went on to become the president of this wonderful association from 1988 through 1990. He was a founding father of the Education Foundation, of which both Amy and I work with. But it was Bill's passion and his understanding for the need for us to have an education foundation. And he set us up in a really great and fabulous way. He worked for Power Climber from 1997 through 2087. And then I left, and I thought I was done with Bill Ayers telling me what to do. But I went to work one Monday morning working for BET in LA, and guess who was sitting in the office next to me? Bill Ayers, there he was. So it was difficult. I never could quite shake him, but at the end of the day, there was not really a lot to shake because Bill was everywhere. He touched every single one of us. What can I say? Even right through the W.T. Ayers and Associate days. Bill's passions included friends, of which so many of us in this room were his friends. He loved to fish. He loved exercise. He loved this association. And he really enjoyed what he did throughout his life. He was an extremely passionate person. Bill is survived by his wife, Gail, and his two children, Mark and Michelle. And he's got a lot of grandchildren that he was extremely proud of. Bill was an Air Force man, and he was a true, proud American. Bill was cremated recently, and his ashes were sent to his alma mater, which was Texas A&M, and he used to say, "Gig 'em." And I didn't know what that meant, but I know it meant a lot to him. "Go gig 'em," he used to tell me. Still don't know what that means, but thank you for those of you who can explain it to me later. So I'd like to ask each and every one of you to take a moment in silence and reflect on this huge person's life and the amount of influence he had over this industry and so many of us. Thank you. A moment. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, you might notice a picture was just put up. That was Bill and Gail at Joellen and I's wedding in 1986. I got that one right. And you might notice that next to Bill is standing a young man with a man with a lot of hair. That was Tom DeYoung. How about that?
So in honor of our 50th, and in some honor to Bill, since he founded the Education Foundation, we wanted to just recap the Education Foundation and do our awards. So the SAIA-EF was created to advance the Scaffold and Access Industry Association and to support the mission of the Scaffold and Access Industry Association by providing funds for safety training and education. In the last 33 years, we've raised over $550,000. We have supported things such as competent person training updates for both supported and suspended, best practices training for OSHA inspectors, convention speakers like you heard today, journey person manual rewrites, training videos, best practices materials, and scholarships.
At this time, I would like to honor the board of directors that runs the Education Foundation, and I am honored to be standing next to our wonderful Amy Johnson, president of the SIAEF. I will. She does a fabulous job, folks, trust me. I would like to just acknowledge some folks. If you're here, please stand up. We will hold the applause till afterwards just to save time. If you would be so kind, our treasurer, Linda McCurdy, who happens to be Amy's mom. She is not here with us this evening, but we are glad to know that Linda's doing very well. Secretary Dean Cook, Dean, did you leave? You're here? He left. Tom Brewer is in the house. If you'd stand up, thank you, Tom. Wendy Larison. All right, Wendy, thank you. Director Chris Moody as well is in the house, I believe, right here in the front. Mike McAnally. You in here, Mike? If he stands up, you'll know it. There you are.
Newest member.
Mr. Brewer. Yeah, and our newest member is Scott Holyfield. Are you in the house, Scott? Thank you. Nice tie, dude. Scott just has literally been a member of the Education Foundation for 2 days. So.
And he's doing very well. In honor of our 50th, we wanted to do something a little unusual. We have one honorary award. The award is being given to a person who has been a part of our industry for 53 years. He is retiring this year. He was a member of the SAIA Board of Directors and he is a past president of the SAIA Education Foundation.
And if you would come up to the stage, Mr. Bill McBrayer. Sober? Thank God he's sober.
Thank you very much.
Okay, and now it's on to the 2022 Benefactor Awards. So these are companies who have upgraded their Benefactor Award status by supporting the Education Foundation financially, and we're proud to honor them.
Our first honoree this evening, the Gold Benefactor Award, is the Direct Scaffold Supply Company. And, oh, you come on, right, sitting in the right place, buddy. My more pumps
No, there's another one in here.
in between, yeah. I think you should do this one, Amy.
The next one, I think there might have been another one in there.
We got out of sequence.
The Giddish family.
Joellen?
Joellen,
come
can you
up?
come join us? Gold benefactor level.
I guess I should have told her. I'm gonna pay for that one. Our next benefactor is Platinum Benefactor Award to KC Scaffold. Come on, Pat. Oh, that means showing up, huh? You want me to do this one?
Sure.
I think I'll do this one. The next benefactor award is being issued for Platinum Benefactor Award, Skyline Scaffold. David and Amy.
Okay, we have one final award for the night.
And this is another company and another involved human being, past president of this organization. I would like to mention that this following company has joined the Diamond Benefactor Award level. And I'd like to ask John Miller if you would please come up from the Millstone Companies. I was going to say that. folks, the Education Foundation has brought in a lot of funds, and it managed to do this purely by everybody's generosity. And we decided that to honor not only the 50 years, but also to honor the past presidents that are with us. We have our founding president here, what a wonderful gift that is. And also to honor those that have passed before in the years gone by that served this industry, to give beyond expectation. And if you think about that, giving beyond expectation, I look around this room and see the people that are on the committees and the involvement. You guys do an exceptional job of giving beyond expectation. And if you lived your life every day giving beyond expectation, just imagine how different the world would be if everybody brought into that concept. So we wanted to kick off something special this evening. If you're not aware, raffle tickets are being sold. This is a quick, easy money, get some money back, and it's a lot of fun. We have close to $6,000 we're giving away already, and we're not nearly done. In order to allow you to buy tickets and inevitably win some money, we will be having, after this award, in the corner at the dance and the event, we will be having people selling tickets, so we won't be running around, kind of getting in everybody's way and basically having ourselves not enjoy the evening. So we'll have people around with tables. So if you want to buy 50-50 raffle tickets, we would greatly appreciate them. However, on your table, you will notice that there is a benefactor pledge card. And we don't want to bog the evening down with it, but folks, we would really like you to take a card. If you can, fill it out this evening, hand it out, or there'll be a bucket at the door when you leave, or give it to any of the Education Foundation board members and or any of the SAIA staff members. But we would very much like you to look at the card. It gives you some opportunities. If you want to know what your next upgrade level is, you can mark that. We'll contact you. And we would like you, once again, to really take a moment and reach down and serve this industry also beyond expectation. So thank you so very much for joining us this evening. And on behalf of both Amy and I and the entire board of directors, we greatly appreciate everything you have done to allow us to get to this point. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much to both of you, and thank you to everyone that contributes to the EF Foundation Fund. And remember, you guys, it's a write-off, so dig deep and get it done. So let's move on to the project awards. The project awards were created to recognize member companies that went above and beyond and contributed to the overall success of a project. The winners have all either raised their overall level of safety or contributed to the overall success or completed an installation in a new and innovative way. So to help us announce these winners, we're going to bring back our favorite guy of the evening, Michael, and also our immediate past president, Jim. Thank you.
What I'd like to know is why did you wait for the applause when Jim's name was called?
I'm prettier than you.
Ah, you are a gorgeous guy, but
I think this is also Lord Jim as well.
Oh. Yeah, let's don't
I
go
heard
there.
a story over dinner about this.
Oh, you did you?
I did, yes,
Okay.
I did. You'll have to ask him about it on the dance floor. I'm sure it was all true.
yeah, no joke.
Okay. I guess they're waiting on me. Sorry. Wow. If you could bring that light just a little bit closer.
I told you to bring your flashlight.
All right. Our first category is Mass-Driven Hoist and Platform Project of the Year. And our winner is Brand Safeway with their project Central Park Tower.
Woo!
Our next category is the Innovation Award. And our winner is also Brand Safeway with their project BC Hydro's Site C Clean Energy Project. Wow. The next category is Suspended Access Project of the Year. And our winner is B Access with their project Brooklyn Bridge.
All right, this is out of protocol, but since Harold Giddish came up here and talked about Bill Ayers, I came to this country in 1985, and Bill Ayers was my first boss. And the show is quirky sense of humor. I got one little story to share, which is my second trip in the United States. I came here with 2 suitcases, right? My second trip in the United States was to St. Louis, and I had a rental car, and I parked in front of our dealer. And a lady came walking in and said, who parked outside this car? And I said, oh, yeah, it was me. Somebody stole your suitcase out of your car. So I go down, I look down, and there's a guy with a bicycle with my suitcase, with Dutch clothes. I'm from Holland, so with Dutch clothes. I'm like, oh my God. So I called Bill Ayers, and I said, oh, my suitcase just got stolen. What do I do? He goes, well, I guess you're going to go home traveling very light. So that was his sense of humor. And thank you, Harold, for teaching me the business. And thank you, Bill Ayers, for teaching me the business as well. So I wanted to share that story. Thank you.
Our next category is the Supported Scaffold Project of the Year. Our winner is Brand Safeway with their project Queenie Tower Demolition. Okay, the next category is the Shoring Project of the Year. Our winner is D.H. Charles Engineering with their project Historic Bridgeport Covered Bridge Restoration. And our final category is our Industrial Collaborative Project of the Year. Our winner is D.H. Charles Engineering with their project Historic Bridgeport Covered Bridge Restoration. And the collaborating companies are California Parks Department, Spectra Company, Skyline Scaffold, Sunbelt Rentals, and Applied Engineering Consultants.
All right, let's give one more round of applause to all of the winners. Congratulations. All right, so now we're going to transition into the association awards. You all been waiting? All right, so each year, the SAIA Association Awards, we award these to members who have contributed their time, devotion, passion, and expertise to the overall growth, mission, and initiatives of the association. These individuals are nominated by all of you and voted on by the entire membership. So, in addition, the Scaffold Association, or the Scaffold and Access Industry Association, recognizes the instructor that has taught the most students in a year. And now, to present this award, our training manager, Daphne Wrights.
Good evening. Before I present this award, I would like to thank all of the instructors out there for their commitment to the training program and their commitment to safety in the industry. Thank you very much. And the ATI Instructor of the Year unfortunately could not be here this evening, but it is Chris Sliver Delaroy with Summit Swing Stage, and he taught 247 students.
Woo! All right, up next, we have our William T. Ayers Foundation Award. This award is given to members who have excelled in recruitment of new membership to the association and helped our overall growth of all of us as an association and organization. So to present this award is our SAIA Membership Manager, Brandy Fox.
Okay, so this award this evening is special because it is named after the late Bill Ayers. His dedication to SAIA and increasing the growth of this association has been paramount. Excuse me, I'm already losing my voice. So tonight's award goes to AIS Insurance, Trey and Connor.
All right, so we're moving on now to the Spirit Award. Correct? Yes, good. The Spirit Award is given to the SAIA member who has distinguished themselves through promotion, support, and devotion to the association and its programs.
Our winner is Corinne Dutel.
All right, our congratulations, Corinne. Our Outstanding Service Award is bestowed upon an individual who has distinguished themselves in the areas of service, contribution, effort, and guidance to the individuals, is recognized for special projects or services to the officers and directors.
I lost my place.
It's okay.
Relax, they can wait for the award. You jumped one, right?
Yeah,
It's all right.
we jumped one.
It's okay.
It's all good.
It's our Unsung Hero Award.
Listen, we embrace chaos.
I know, we're embracing the suffering. Oh, it actually, you can blame me. I'm the one that screwed that up.
It is the outstanding
know.
service.
Oh,
award.
okay, yeah. So, that was totally my fault. All right, you can blame me. So, the Unsung Hero Award is the award that is bestowed on an SAIA member who has a strong history of activism and participation with the support for the association. I know.
Our winner is Shannon Beekman.
Well, Tracy, I found it. I mean, it is the unsung hero, so I had to forget about him first and then and then give it back. All right, so now we're moving on to our Outstanding Service Award. Our Outstanding Service Award, as you know, is bestowed upon an individual who has distinguished themselves in areas of service, contribution, and effort and guidance. This individual is recognized for special projects or services to the officers and directors.
Our winner is Brian Andrews.
Yay! All right, how about our Outstanding Council Chairperson Award? This award is bestowed on a SAIA member who, through personal devotion, contribution, and leadership, elevated their council to a higher level of participation and exposure within the industry.
I'm still lost. I'm on your page. Next time, one page. Our winner is Brian Andrews. No, Brian, sit.
No, Brian, we're kidding. No. It's actually Mitch Meadows. Can we get another round of drinks up here? I know, we're even. You know, we actually now we can blame Jackie because my font is really small. What, Mitch, are you here? All right, well, congratulations, Mitch.
Oh, no, we have someone coming.
All right, good. Wonderful. All right, how's everyone doing? Good. All right. So, Outstanding Company Contribution Award. This award is bestowed on a SAIA member company that has distinguished itself through teamwork, monetary contributions, and volunteer time and effort in participation of association activities.
Our winner is TNT Equipment Premier Scaffold Solutions.
Thank you. They're at the bar. Okay. Hall of Fame Award. This award is bestowed on a SAIA member who has actively served the association for 5 years and is a past recipient of the Coupling Pin Award.
Our winner is Steve Smith.
All right, the Coupling Pin Award. This award is bestowed on a SAIA member who has performed exemplary service and shown exceptional dedication to the entire association.
Our winner is Mr. Michael Palladino.
All right. Now, this award recognizes an SAIA member who has achieved at least 15 years of outstanding and exceptional service to the association and has also received the Coupling Pin Award in the past, the Victor Salaby Award.
Our winner is Chris Moody.
One more round of applause. All right. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations. Let's give a round of applause to all of the award recipients. I would now like to invite to the stage our past president, Paula Manning.
Hello, I am Paula Manning. I was president of the SAIA from 2016 2018, and it is my pleasure and my honor to swear in your executive committee. Before we get going, we'd like to take a moment and thank and acknowledge the hard work of two outgoing officers. My favorite, Jim Holcomb, past president. I know him as Bubbles because of his effervescent personality. And Mr. Francois Villeneuve. Would you please stand? Your work and dedication has made a difference, and we appreciate everything that you've done. Now, to Mr. Francois, one of the finest human beings you ever hope to meet. Happy birthday, sir. We wish you a year of happiness, peace, and joy. $60. On another note, whoops. And now for your, and actually I'm gonna just take a little Bill Ayers moment. I first met Bill Ayers when I was 5 years old. I didn't remember it, but by the time I came to the SAIA in the 1990s, he never missed an opportunity to remind me. And he liked to say, I was knee-high to a grasshopper. Well, I might have been. And as you know, he was prone to prank. So I decided one year, together with Mr. Bill McBrayer, to prank him back. He hosted a gentleman's fishing trip. And one year, back when the EF was doing these big silent auctions, he had an auction for someone to bid on the trip. Well, no women ever went. So Bill McBrayer and I decided we were gonna prank him. And I bid on that trip, and I bid on that trip. You could see him pacing back and forth all across the ballroom. He's like, you know you're gonna have to go to the bathroom in a bucket. And I said, you know I grew up in Texas. So he went far out of his way to be very kind to me and very nice to me, as he was to so many others. And I just want to say thanks, Bill, and thanks, Gail, for sharing him with us. And now, your incoming executive committee. As I say your name, please stand and make your way to the stage. Immediate past president, Mr. Palladino. Board appointee, Mr. Tom Brewer. Please join me. Board appointee and recipient tonight, Mr. Chris Moody. Member at large, and only the fourth woman to ever serve on the executive committee, Miss Amy Johnson. Secretary, Jay Gordon. Treasurer, Matt Morgan. Vice President, Mr. Frank Friesch. President-elect, Mr. Mike Breedle. You have no idea what you're in for. My friend and your next president, Miss Tracy Dudding Kane. And I'm not supposed to brag, but Tracy, you are exceptional. A 24-year veteran of the United States Air Force. professional engineer with stamps in more than 30 states, a mother, a wife, and a determined, thoughtful leader. I look forward, and I am so excited to see what you do and see how you lead this association for the next 2 years. What a woman. Ladies, oops. Ladies and gentlemen, and that each of you has been elected by the board of directors or appointed by the president to serve the SAIA for the next 2 years in accordance with the bylaws of our association. It is now my responsibility and my honor to formally ask each of you, do you swear and affirm that you will faithfully perform the duties and administer the responsibilities for the offices you've been elected to serve to the best of your abilities in accordance with the bylaws of the Scaffold and Access Industry Association, so help you God? Ladies and gentlemen, your new executive committee. Congratulations. Thank you.
Yeah, don't worry. Just close your eyes.
We would like to thank Mike Palladino for the last 2 years that he has served as president, and he has led us graciously and honorably and leaves a great legacy. He's not quite gone yet. I keep reminding him he still has 2 years. Still has 2 years until he is in the peanut gallery. And we'd also like to thank Margaret for everything. You've been here every minute. Thank you so much, Margaret. So I would like to present Mike with a gift from the SAIA the Executive Committee on behalf of all of us to you. So here are ice cream sprinkles. To go with your new ice cream machine.
Awesome.
Thank you. It is an honor to be elected as your newest president. And for those of you that don't know, I am an engineer by trade. After my first year of college and 4 years in the regular Air Force, I worked at a small factory in Youngstown, Ohio, so that I could work my way through school to get my engineering degree. I did just fine until that last semester, and I needed to take day classes, so I had to quit my job so that I could finish up my schooling. At that time, the job market in northeastern Ohio was pretty tough, so I had to take the first job that I could possibly get. And I remember thinking on my 75-mile drive into work that day, this is going to be the most boring job I have ever had. And I have just got to hang on until I can get something better. And that was my first day at Waco Scaffolding and Equipment Company 26 years ago. That boring job has turned into a lifetime of learning and challenges that I never thought possible. Not only has this crazy industry given me a very fulfilling career, it has given me lifelong friendships and an extended family. Of course, I didn't get here on my own, and I'd like to thank all of you that supported me and stand behind me and believe in me. And who I need to thank most are Mr. Palladino, Jim Holcomb, Paula Manning, who brought me onto the EC, and Marty Coughlin, who brought me to the SAIA. My fellow engineers led by Dave Glabe. And the executive committee that I have worked with, and of course, Frank, who encourages me and supports me in this effort. But who need the most thanks are my family. My husband, Dave, is here. He's been here all week. And our daughter, Savannah, couldn't make it because today's her first day of school. I will be your president for the next 2 years and plan to continue the good work that my predecessors have started and to ensure that the SAIA remains the voice of the scaffold and access industries. This will be accomplished through superior education programs, expanded partnerships, and extended outreach to new members and new possibilities. Thank you for this opportunity and the privilege to lead this organization into the future. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, please join us for the after party on level 3, sponsored by Steva.